I stood in our dimly lit kitchen, staring at the credit card statement, my heart pounding like a war drum. $32,000 in charges, hotels, designer bags, dinners I never ate. My wife, Lena, hadn't touched me in months, yet her hands seemed plenty busy elsewhere. We'd been married 7 years, our love once a wildfire that warmed every corner of our lives. I'd built a tech startup from nothing, and Lena, a graphic designer, stood by me through the sleepless nights and ramen dinners. But success changed us. My long hours coding became her late nights working at the studio. At first, I chalked it up to stress. Our bed grew cold, her kisses perfunctory, like checking a box. "I'm just tired," she'd say, her eyes darting to her phone. Its screen glowing with notifications she'd swipe away too quickly. The red flags piled up like unpaid bills. She started locking her phone, claiming it was for client privacy. She'd disappear for hours, returning with vague excuses. Team meetings, art gallery openings, a friend's crisis. Her perfume, once a soft lavender, now carried a musky edge, unfamiliar, like it belonged to someone else. I'd lie awake, her side of the bed empty, wondering if I was paranoid or just blind. Suspicion gnawed at me, but I didn't want to believe it. I loved her. The way she'd hum off-key while cooking. How her laugh could unravel my worst days. So I ignored the signs, until the credit card statement landed in my inbox. A boutique hotel in Napa, $1,200 for a weekend I spent alone at home. A jewelry store, $4,500 for a bracelet I'd never seen her wear. My stomach churned. I cross-checked her calendar. Work trip for that Napa weekend. No client, no project, just lies. I spent days digging, my heart splintering with each clue. Bank alerts showed cash withdrawals I couldn't trace. A friend mentioned seeing Lena at a rooftop bar, laughing with a man whose hand rested too comfortably on her waist. I hacked into our shared cloud, something I'd never done before, and found deleted photos. Lena radiant, her arm around a stranger in a tailored suit, their smiles too intimate, too real. My world tilted. The woman I'd vowed to love forever was a stranger. I didn't confront her right away. I needed proof, something undeniable. I hired a private investigator, a quiet man with tired eyes who delivered a folder of photos a week later. Lena and this man, some finance bro named Ethan, kissing in a car, walking hand in hand through a park, checking into a hotel. Each image was a knife, carving away the trust I'd clung to. She wasn't just cheating. She was living a double life, funded by my sweat and sacrifice. The confrontation came on a rainy Tuesday. Lena was in the living room, scrolling her phone, her face lit by its glow. I tossed the folder of photos onto the coffee table. "Explain this," I said, my voice low, trembling with rage and heartbreak. She froze, her eyes flicking to the photos, then to me. The air thickened with silence, heavy as the storm outside. "I can explain," she stammered, but her words crumbled under the weight of the evidence. "Ethan was a friend," she said, "then a client, then nothing serious." Each lie fueled my anger. "Nothing serious?" I snapped, holding up the credit card statement. "You spent my money on him. Hotels, jewelry, dinners. You haven't touched me in months, Lena, but you had no problem touching my bank account." Her face twisted, guilt, then defiance. "You were never here," she shouted. "Always working, always coding. I was lonely." Her words stung, but they didn't justify the betrayal. I told her I'd cut off her access to my credit card that morning. Her eyes widened, panic flashing across her face. "You can't do that," she screamed, lunging for her phone like it was her lifeline. "That's my life." "Your life," I said, my voice breaking. "I gave you everything, and you gave me lies." She collapsed into sobs, but they felt hollow, like a performance. I walked out, rain soaking my shirt, my heart a shattered thing. I filed for divorce the next day. Lena moved out, her belongings vanishing like her promises. The house feels empty now, but not as empty as I do. I loved her fiercely, blindly, and she burned it all to ash. Sometimes, late at night, I wonder if I could have fought harder for us. But then I remember her hand in his, and I know, some betrayals cut too deep to heal. The worst part? I still miss her hum, off-key and all, echoing in a home that's no longer ours.